Hello everyone. It's been a day. Not a great day, but it's been a day. Started off getting some breakfast. Very nervous about eating because, anybody would, right? So far everything's been fine. Just not pushing the stomach too much. Our first attempt at brunch was a fail. The restaurant said there's a 2-hour wait. 2 hours at 10:30. So we went to somewhere else that was just opening at 10:30. There was no wait and it was fine. I got some chocolate chip pancakes and made it through 2/3 of it. And I had tea because I'm a little nervous about coffee being harsh on the stomach. But maybe I'll have some tomorrow at home. Then we came home and I guess Sebastian was hoping to go to a park, but lucky for him, his class had planned an optional play date at one of the parks here. So he and Danny walked there and Jax had been waiting to hang out with me. So I just hung out with him and knitted. I finished the bottom of the body of that thick sweater I'm working on, and I'm gonna put it aside because it is too large of a project, like bulky, to bring with me on our airplane ride. So I am getting a start on a summer weight project that will be easier to bring. And also I worked with him trying to plan out his next hat that he wants me to do, which is going to be a kiwi hat. Kiwi is yellow Kirby. Then everybody came home and Danny immediately left to go hang out with Yvonne, and Sebastian immediately went into high maintenance mode. It was okay for a while and Jax was so good. Usually he's just a nightmare with his brother, but Sebastian wanted to play games and Jax actually stayed downstairs with us and tried his best to help him, but all the games were too hard for Sebastian and he was just overwhelmed and not following the instructions. But then sometimes it turned out to be, it was just they were old emulated games and the controls weren't working, and we didn't know until Jax would try to help and then find out that it wasn't working. So I don't know. And then I made dinner. I made it a little early because my stomach was starting to rebel, saying I'm really hungry. And understandably, I lost a couple pounds in that whole puking escapade, probably mostly water weight, but I was very dehydrated when I woke up. But finally, my lips are not super dry and I don't feel quite so dehydrated. I've been drinking a lot. But yeah, I started making dinner. That's tofu stir fry. Just pared it down a little bit because it was just us three. And we ate, and Sebastian started in on his I need to go play with everybody, otherwise it's the worst day of my life. Let me go ask my friend if I can play. And of course he wasn't home. I warned him, probably not home, I haven't seen him out. And then he started asking to go see the kids he's not allowed to play with. And eventually came down to, you do whatever you want to do, because I'm over this. You're obviously just gonna do what you need to do. Tried both of their houses and nobody was home. I finally agreed to take a walk with him, but then he got really mad at me afterwards because I didn't play with him enough on the walk. I was walking the dog. We stopped by a neighbor's house who had stuff out and he got a lacrosse stick. I took him to the playground. I mean, I'm sorry if I'm not super peppy and wanting to play. He didn't even bring up any games. I don't know. And then, yeah, he yelled at me a lot and said he hated me and it was the worst day of his life and all that stuff he does. And then when we were approaching the playground, he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean any of it. Can I play the playground? And then when we get back home, he wants to go play in the alley by himself. And I'm like, no, I don't think that's safe. I think you need a buddy. And then I was back to being the worst person in the world and he hates me and this is the worst day of his life and my life is ruined and you're the meanest. Why are you so mean to me? So I'm like, fine, just go. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. Today I didn't have it in me. I don't know what to do. He doesn't listen to me. Luckily, some neighbors that I do approve of were out in the alley. So I did go and check on him after winding a ball of yarn. So about like 10 or 15 minutes after he'd been out there, I did hear basketball and some talking. So I went and checked, and I told him he needed to be in by dark. But I think they went in first, so he came back. Then he was very, very emotional for the rest of the night. Very emotional. It was hard. And it's just a whirlwind of him going back and forth about how I'm the meanest and how I love you, I didn't mean it, and you're the worst, and I love you, you're the best, but now you're the worst and you're ruining my life, and now I love you. It's just, I don't know. He got to bed too late, so now it's late. It's probably like freaking 10:08. I'm only changed down the bottom. Tired of you guys always seeing me in pajamas, so here's part of what I was wearing today. My magnetic headphones keep sticking to this necklace. But I'm hungry again, so I'm gonna go have a snack. Finish editing this, and I didn't braid it all. And the kids are home one more day tomorrow, so it's gonna be hard to braid. I'm supposed to take Jax to the doctor, that's why he's showering. It's so hard to get him to shower. But he's coughing so much from the cold he had. Like, he says it's not bothering him, but it's so much that I'm gonna have to call the doctor right when they open and say, hey, is this a problem? I think best case, they'll let us come and put us on the sick side. Worst case, we have to reschedule. I don't know. I don't care at this point. We're just gonna do what we do. And Sebastian's just gonna have to stay home while Dan works while I'm there. And I have to do Sebastian's haircut, so that's gonna be drama, I'm sure. But I don't know. So yeah, I'll have to get him up to bed early, so we have an hour for a haircut and him to shower. But that's my day. I'm gonna assume that I'm not gonna get anything I need to do done tomorrow and just be in heavy braiding and packing mode starting Tuesday, though I don't know if I need to help out at the school on Tuesday. Also, my period started, and it's a good thing because I had a really long cycle last cycle. I can't say month because it was longer than a month for once. Usually it's just over 3 weeks, like 22 days. So this was like 33 days, and I knew it was going to be long because I felt the ovulation signs a week later than normal. I'm like, oh, this might look good, because I was supposed to get my period right when we went to California, and every trip we've had, every single trip for the last maybe 3 years, I've had my period on it. It's either come during it or right when we were going. So this will be the first one. I was just worried that I was going to have 2 long cycles in a row, especially because right when it was starting to give me like cramps and stuff, I had the puking episode. I'm like, this is going to delay it. But no, it's here. It's great. It's awful. I'm queasy from that. And hell hasn't broken loose yet. It's gonna. So I don't know. I bring that up because if they need somebody to cover on Tuesday and it's like one of the worst days, that might suck. And I also just really need the time to start packing. We do have a full week from tomorrow because we're not going right when spring break hits, but I just want to be prepared, you know. And it's looking like the weather's going to be cold, like even colder than here. Not cold, 50, 60 is the high, but maybe that's not for long, and maybe there's no sun, so it feels colder. So we have to pack a lot of clothes, and we're supposed to be all sharing 2 of these medium suitcases. It's not that large. And I mean, Jax is huge, and he wears hoodies and sweatpants, so I don't know how this is gonna work. We're all gonna have to bring more clothes. And Danny wants to go hiking, so now I've got to figure out, do I bring ducks? I don't want to wear ducks. I have to take them off to go through security because of all the zippers. I don't know. There's a lot to think about. Anyway, I'm gonna go and edit this. Thank you for watching. You guys are the best. Stay safe. Be kind. Oh, and Sebastian's nose has started running again. He might be coming down with cold number 4. So don't forget, wash your hands.